The Gulf Coast represents a vital area of energy production, refining, and distribution to the United States due to its susceptibility to hurricanes, cyber attacks, and individual risks. Its infrastructure must be secured as a matter of national security. Thus, in this presentation, I will explore the CIP practices, key threats, and the interconnected nature of infrastructure failures. Additionally, we will examine the social justice concerns and strategies to enhance cooperation among tribal, federal, and state and local entities. Two of CIP's primary practices in the Gulf Coast are ensuring protection of the physical infrastructure against hurricanes and enhancing cyber defense measures to strengthen defenses. The measures protect infrastructure from natural and human threats. The Gulf Coast has also been ranked by FEMA as very vulnerable, thus adding to the necessity of conducting continuous risk assessments and analysis. Hence, these assessments enable authorities to identify vulnerabilities to enhance emergency response efforts. Public and private partnerships are crucial to ensuring CIP plans are effectively implemented. The Gulf Coast faces multiple threats to its energy sector, including cyber attacks that could disrupt power grids and oil pipelines. The natural threats, including hurricanes such as Hurricane Katrina and Hurricane Harvey, poses a significant challenge. Meanwhile, purposeful threats such as terrorism and sabotage are also still a problem because of the critical position this region is in supplying energy to the nation. The aging infrastructure also poses threats, highlighting the call and the need to invest proactively in modernization drives. All of these challenges must be addressed by government agencies and public and private partners working together. The the disruption of energy infrastructure has a cascade effect on other vital infrastructures. The blackouts of electricity can seriously incapacitate water treatment centers, emergency centers, medical facilities, endangering public health and security. Disruptions in oil refining operations also impact overseas markets of energy supply, leading to shortages in fuels and economic disruption. Strengthening infrastructure resiliency will avert mass failures and allow communities to recover from disasters more effectively. CISA's RRAP works toward ensuring collaborations and partnership between state, federal, and tribal agencies. In addition, training programs enable partners and stakeholders to establish coordinated response measures. Equal sharing of risk allows vulnerable groups to receive allocated resources, eliminating gaps in preparedness in case of a disaster. Strengthening networks of communication enhance real time assessment of risks, where public outreach and engagement programs promote local communities to take part in infrastructure security initiatives. Infrastructural failures have far reaching social justice implications, primarily impacting poor and marginalized groups. The lack of access to emergency services further widens pre existing disparities, thereby leaving vulnerable groups deprived of vital services. There are also environmental justice considerations. as pollution from energy plants affects primarily minority groups discriminatively. There are legal and ethical considerations of fairness in funding infrastructure projects. Hence, to solve these challenges, policymakers need to adopt inclusive decision making mechanisms where considerations of community needs becomes a priority. The security of the energy infrastructure of the Gulf Coast contributes significantly to national security, regional resilience, as well as economic stability. The area involves diverse threats, and therefore proactive measures must be put into place to address vulnerabilities. Infrastructure failure can have a far reaching repercussion across various sectors and groups of people. Enhanced collaborations with programs like RRAP, as well as tackling social justice issues, will enable us to create a more inclusive and resilient infrastructure system. On the other hand, security investments in infrastructure are imperative step toward readiness and sustainability as a nation.